Hey everyone, welcome to I Truly Love It. My name is Susan, and today I'm working on episode 83 of Junk Journal Sketches. Please excuse my voice that I've about lost from field day at school. Today's sketch comes from Page Maps, their card maps archive from April of 2015, and the link will be below. And what I plan to do is just to put this design or sketch onto a page directly in my Junk Journal Madness journal for May. So I'm going to find a page, probably one of these blank pages, and let's look at the sketch because that's what we normally do. I've got two different pattern papers here. Then there's a little strip piece here. Now it says sentiments. It looks like tickets, some little maybe semicircles or scalloped trimmed paper or washi tape. But this could just be even one big solid like label kind of. I don't know, they have gaps here, but I might actually, cover the gap there. There is some stitching here, but I'm not stitching today. And then up here at the top, there's some little banner pieces. Well, they look like tickets, and there's a button and a little heart there. They look like they're sewn on there, but I think I'm going to make a little cluster, maybe with some tickets and some, scrappy bits, and just design on a page, because sometimes you just want to decorate a page. You don't necessarily need a um, ticket or a pocket or a belly band. You just want something pretty. Okay, so for sentiment, I'm not going to really put a sentiment, but it's going to be more like a label. And of course, our theme for Junk Journal Madness this month is grungy. So everything will be painty papers, mixed media papers, jelly printing, dyed papers, maybe some text page, um, stuff like that. All right, guys, so sit back, relax, enjoy some tunes, and let's get cracking. guys, I like how it turned out. Very grungy. I had almost forgotten I had that stamp. Clearance at Hobby Lobby for $1.64. It's Stamp Abilities from 2022. It's called Splatter. The ink, as you saw, was ground espresso from Tim Holtz, Distress Oxide. And these little tickets were from 49 and Market. They're ticket essentials. And the label is Michelle, Junk Journal Studio. I did add a little piece of washi that was left over from, well, when I went to do the signature and I put that strip on the sheet music, I had saved that from a previous project and I was like, well, I'll just add it because I have a little spot over here where I save little washi bits. And I have this piece. This actually, if you ever see my Instagram pictures, this little piece actually holds some of the cards so they'll stand upright. But anyways, I like how that turned out. And, you know, we could, maybe we'll do it. Hang on. Hold on 1 second. That's not the right folder. Give me a second. Not that one either. Oh, let me find it. It's here. I thought it was that one. It just looks like that one, and it's not that one. So talk amongst yourselves. There it is. Okay. Tim Holtz paper dolls. The bigger ones. Could we find ourselves Tim Holtz doll? I would think it needs to be facing standing and facing either front or I see like this guy is facing to me the wrong direction. Put him over here where he's standing on that. I don't know. Like now I gotta add something there for him to stand on. Maybe that guy. He's facing the wrong direction. Wrong direction. I'll use him for another project. Never get around to that. Need more standing up paper dolls. That guy. I feel like he's leaning on something. No, paper doll. Maybe not a paper doll. Or maybe just one of these headshots. Like that. He's not too bad. Let's see what else we've got. See, to me, he's looking the wrong way. Are they twins? Same guy? There's that guy. I like his hat, though. I feel like I need him for like a 1920s, 1930s. I have like, I don't know if y'all do this. You probably do. He looks biblical. I don't know, like a pastor. I have all these time period journals in my head. Maybe that guy. This guy looked a little formal with the boutonniere. I don't know, his little ascot there is a little fancy. Let's get the whole stack out, Susan. Guy with the top hat. I don't feel a feminine vibe with this. Okay. I guess these are like the close-ups of a lot of the paper dolls because they look familiar. Yeah, maybe this guy. Just like a regular old bow tie. All right, so this is where you take the sketch and you make it into something even more for your project. As always, you're supposed to take the sketch, make it work for whatever theme you're working on. And I know a few of my YouTube friends will probably make something for their Junk Journal Madness journal this month. Here, then we close up that little gap down there with that washi tape. Okay, I actually like that. I got a Tim Holtz paper doll. Well, that'll be the second one because I already made that tag the other day with that cool guy. See, I like that time frame. I did have to open up my barely art that I got for Christmas, you guys. So it is the middle of May, and I finally had to break down and open it. There's still some in here, though. I'm gonna maybe put the. What I'll do is put this lid from the other one, the cap, and tilt it down because you know when it gets older like that, it starts to thicken up. All right, guys. So once again, there is the original. It had a heart, so I'm guessing it was around Valentine's Day. But use scrapbook paper, use digitals, use whatever you have. These don't even have to be these kind of tickets. If you're doing Junk Journal Madness, one of the things is to make your own tickets. If you're trying to count the different makes, you have to make a certain number of items. So you can actually make you some tickets, cut them the size you want, and you can take a hole punch to do the corners, or if you need an idea for another tool, because I'm sure you don't have enough tools already. This little 3-way corner punch, that bottom one, is the ticket corner. So it's made it a lot easier. So you can make your own tickets. You can do the stitching. You can add the heart or the little, like a little dangle or something there. You can add the button. I just don't want that bulk in here. But you can, adapt this to what you want. I didn't do anything scallopy. I could have put a little bit of, lace, or which I don't think I would have ended up putting the guy, I don't think, down here if I did lace. You could put torn paper. Sky's the limit. You could do little half circles if you got a little circle punch and then just cut them in half. Lots of ideas. All right, so make it yours. That's the name of the game. This is just a map to get you to make something different than what you've made before. All right, guys, I appreciate you and your time. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, bye-bye.